Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Out Channel. If you enjoy these calm conversations and want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who might enjoy it too. All right, let's dive into today's topic.
Hey everyone, glad to see you here. Make yourselves comfortable. Today we're diving into a very relatable topic, talking about moving into a new home. It's a great chance to practice your English listening skills while enjoying a calm, friendly conversation. So let's get started.
You know, stepping into a completely empty home for the first time always feels a little unreal. Everything is so quiet that even your footsteps sound strange, almost like the house is listening.
Yeah, I know that feeling. The silence hits first, and then that slight echo. It makes you realize how open and untouched everything is.
Exactly. And there's always a particular smell: new paint, fresh wood, or just empty space. It's like the house has its own personality before you even move in.
For me, the very first thing I notice is the windows. I always walk straight to them. The view tells me more about the place than any room does.
Oh, that's interesting. When I moved into my last apartment, I remember standing at the entrance with boxes in my hands, just staring into the empty living room. I felt this mix of fear and excitement all at once.
I get that. It's like your mind tries to imagine your whole life in that space in the first minute. Sometimes it feels inspiring, sometimes overwhelming.
I remember thinking, will this really feel like home? It was so bare at first, but then sunlight hit the walls, and something suddenly felt warm.
That's the moment I wait for. For me, it usually happens when I look outside. If the view feels peaceful, I instantly relax. One time I moved into a place with a terrible layout, but the street view at night was so calm that I didn't care.
Did you ever want to improve something right away? I always notice little things the moment I walk in, like, maybe different lights here, or this corner definitely needs a plant.
Always. I start planning before I even unpack. But I kind of enjoy it, imagining how the space will transform.
It's nice, isn't it? That feeling that the house is still a blank page, and you get to decide what story it's going to hold.
Yeah, and someday I want a place with a bigger window, maybe a view of trees, something that feels calm the moment you walk in.
I hope your next home gives you that. There's something special about that first moment when everything just clicks.
You know what's strange? Even after you move in, the place doesn't feel like yours right away. It's like your brain keeps looking for things that aren't there anymore.
Oh, absolutely. I remember unpacking and instinctively reaching for a light switch in the wrong spot because that's where it was in my old apartment.
Yes, or opening the wrong cabinet every single morning. It's funny, but also a little frustrating.
That's because your mind is still living in the old space. It takes time to rewire those habits.
And during that time, everything feels a bit foreign, like the walls are watching you, trying to figure out who you are.
I felt that too. Even the furniture feels uncomfortable at first, as if it hasn't settled into the right place yet.
For me, the nights are the hardest. In every new home, I always feel a small bit of anxiety when everything gets quiet. New sounds, new shadows. It's never easy the first week.
I can relate, but for me, the solution is order. Whenever I move somewhere, I try to create small, familiar rituals, making tea the same way, folding blankets the same way.
Those little habits anchor you, don't they?
Exactly. They turn chaos into something soft and manageable. Once I establish a few routines, the space doesn't feel like a stranger anymore.
I think the first weeks are the most important. They set the tone for how the home will feel.
Yes, those early days decide whether you fight the space or slowly grow into it.
Sometimes I walk around at night just to explore the house in silence. When I do that, it stops feeling hostile. It becomes familiar.
That's beautiful, actually. For me, it's the moment when I stop noticing the wrong cabinet and start finding things without thinking.
That's when you know the place is finally becoming home.
And that emotional adjustment, it's slow, but it's worth it. Because once it clicks, the house starts feeling warm, like it's welcoming you back every day. You know, moving into a new home always makes me think about what I left behind. Not in a sad way, more like a warm echo.
I get that. Every home teaches you something, even if you don't realize it until you're gone.
My old place had this tiny balcony, nothing fancy, just enough space for a chair and a little table. But I used to drink my evening tea there almost every day.
That sounds really peaceful.
It was. I'd sit wrapped in a blanket, listening to cars in the distance. It became this little ritual that grounded me. I still miss that.
I love that image. My previous place had something different, a neighbor, Mrs. Rowan. She baked constantly, bread, muffins, pies, and she would just knock on my door and hand me a plate.
Oh, wow, that's adorable. Did she have a favorite recipe?
Banana bread. I swear she made it twice a week. She said the secret was never letting bananas feel lonely. I still have no idea what that means.
Sounds like something a sweet grandma would say.
Exactly. Little things like that stay with you. Not the furniture, not the walls, but moments like receiving warm bread from someone who barely knows you.
Or sitting on a tiny balcony pretending it's a private cafe. Those memories shape how we define comfort.
I think that's why moving is emotional. You're not just changing buildings, you're leaving behind these small, quiet pieces of your life.
But at the same time, they make you appreciate the new space more because you bring those memories with you.
Yes, like I still catch myself thinking, what would Mrs. Rowan say about this kitchen? And it makes me smile.
And I'm already imagining where I'll recreate my little tea spot, maybe near a window this time.
That's the magic of it. The past doesn't hold you back. It helps you build something better.
It reminds you of what comfort feels like.
And teaches you to notice the small things that truly matter.
Exactly. The past becomes a guide, not a weight.
And because of that, every new home feels like a continuation of the story, not a replacement.
You know what I've really fallen in love with here? The light in the morning. It's so soft and warm, like the house is quietly waking up with me.
I noticed that too. The sunlight hits the hallway just right, like it was designed for slow mornings.
Sometimes I just stand there with a cup of tea, not rushing anywhere. It makes the whole day feel different.
For me, it's the kitchen. I didn't expect it, but it feels strangely homey, like it already knows I'm supposed to cook there.
Laugh softly. Do kitchens usually approve or disapprove of you?
Oh, definitely. Some kitchens are cold or awkward, but this one, I walk in and suddenly want to chop vegetables and pretend I'm on a cooking show.
That's adorable. And honestly, I get it. The space has that comfortable energy.
And there's something about the windows, too. The view isn't dramatic or anything, but it's peaceful. Quiet trees, a bit of sky, it just feels right.
Same. At my old place, the windows were tiny. Here, the light moves through the rooms like it's telling its own story.
That's beautifully said. And in the evenings, the shadows in the living room feel cozy, not lonely.
Oh, that reminds me. The bedroom. I didn't expect to like it this much. It feels safe, like a little cocoon where nothing can bother you.
Yeah, it has that softness. Maybe it's the color of the walls, or the way the air is still inside.
Sometimes I turn on a lamp and just sit there, enjoying the quiet. Feels like a new chapter opening gently.
Exactly. That's what I love. The sense of starting fresh. Not erasing the past, but building something calmer.
A place where we can breathe.
And grow.
And maybe build new small rituals, like your kitchen experiments or my morning sunlight moments.
New home, new habits, new energy.
A new phase that finally feels like ours. You know, even though I love the place already, I keep noticing little things we could make warmer.
Same here. Not complaints, just gentle ideas for making it feel even more like our space.
For example, the walls. They feel a bit too empty right now, almost like they're waiting for something.
I've been thinking about that too. Maybe some soft artwork? Nothing bold, just something that adds warmth.
Exactly. Something subtle, like calm landscapes or simple prints, just enough to give the room personality.
And you know what else I've realized? The living room lighting. It's fine, but it's a little too sharp in the evenings.
Oh, yes. You mentioned wanting softer light.
Yeah, something warm and ambient. Maybe a floor lamp in the corner or some diffused lights along the wall.
That would make evenings feel so cozy. I'd love that.
What about you? Something you'd like to add?
Honestly, a reading corner. Just a tiny one. A comfy chair, a small table, maybe a blanket.
That sounds perfect for you. I can already imagine you curled up there with tea.
It's just, I've always wanted a space like that. A place that's mine, but still part of the home.
We should absolutely make it happen. And maybe add a small plant next to it?
Plants. Yes, that's another thing. The place needs more life. It feels a bit too still sometimes.
Agreed. A couple of green corners would change everything. Nothing too demanding, just peaceful, fresh.
Maybe a tall plant for the living room. Something that makes the space feel grounded.
And smaller ones for shelves or the windowsill, just enough to breathe some life into the space.
I like that idea. Improvements that aren't about fixing flaws, but adding warmth.
Exactly. Little touches that make the house whisper, "Welcome, stay."
Step by step, making it ours.
And enjoying every moment of the process.
So, have you been thinking about the neighbors? I mean, meeting new people is always a bit exciting.
Definitely. You never know what kind of personalities you'll find living next door.
Right? Some are quiet, some are super friendly, some keep to themselves. It's always a mix.
Yeah, and the first impressions matter so much. Even a simple smile in the hallway can set the tone.
That's true. I still remember one time when I moved into a different apartment years ago. The neighbor, an older lady, knocked on my door on the first evening and brought me a plate of homemade sweets.
Really? That's so wholesome.
She said, "New homes should always taste a little sweet." I never forgot that moment. It made the place feel welcoming instantly.
I love that. I kind of dream about being that kind of neighbor someday. You know, the friendly one everyone knows. Not intrusive, just warm.
Oh, you'd be perfect at that. You already have that calm, approachable vibe.
Thanks, I try. I just like the idea of people feeling comfortable around me.
I think building good relationships with neighbors makes life so much nicer. Even small connections, like knowing someone's name or saying good morning.
Exactly. It turns a building into a community.
Have you noticed anyone yet? Any impressions?
There was a couple upstairs. They seemed polite. And someone with a dog passed by earlier. But nothing more yet. I'm curious, though.
Me too. And honestly, I've got that little flutter. You know, when you're hoping people will like you.
Same here. Even as adults, meeting new neighbors feels a bit like the first day at a new school.
Yes, you want to come across friendly, but not overly chatty, respectful, but still open.
Exactly, just balanced.
Well, I hope our neighbors will be kind. And maybe, who knows, we might become part of their stories too.
I'd really like that. One day, maybe we will be the ones welcoming someone new with a warm smile, or even homemade cookies.
I like that idea. A sweet beginning for everyone. You know, I've been thinking a lot about what I want this new home to mean for us.
Yeah? Like what kind of moments you imagine happening here?
Soft mornings, sunlight on the kitchen table, just quiet routines that make you feel grounded.
That sounds peaceful. I've been imagining my own things too.
Tell me.
Well, I keep picturing cozy evenings. Me on the couch with a book, a small lamp on, maybe a cup of something warm nearby.
Ah, I can totally see that. You always look happiest with a book.
It just makes me feel settled. And this place, it has the kind of atmosphere where reading feels right.
I love that. For me, I keep thinking about plants.
Plants?
Yeah, I want to grow a whole collection on the windowsills. Herbs, little succulents, maybe flowers. Something living that grows along with us in this home.
That's beautiful. Plants make a place feel alive.
Exactly. And I love the idea of watching them change through the seasons.
Speaking of seasons, I've also imagined what holidays might feel like here. Warm lights, laughter, maybe decorating the place together.
Oh, yes. Hanging little ornaments, lighting candles, cooking something special.
And traditions, starting small ones. Like a Sunday breakfast ritual or a yearly first day of spring walk.
I love those tiny rituals. They make life feel intentional.
They do. And I hope we'll have moments when the home feels full, like friends over for dinner or family stepping in and saying, "Wow, it's so cozy here."
Me too. I want this place to be somewhere people feel welcome. A home that's gentle, warm, and steady.
And somewhere we feel safe to dream.
Yes, dreams. Even small ones, like reading corners and window plants and slow mornings.
And peaceful nights with soft lamps and quiet conversations.
I think if we build these moments slowly with care, this home will become something truly special.
I already feel hopeful. Like this place is the beginning of a very good chapter.
Me too. You know, sitting here now, it's starting to sink in. We really did it. We moved.
Yeah, it feels strange, doesn't it? Like it's not just the house that changed. Something inside shifts too.
Exactly. Moving isn't only about carrying boxes from one place to another. It's like the inside of you rearranges a little bit as well.
A quiet kind of reset.
Yes, new walls, new corners, new light, and suddenly you notice new parts of yourself.
I've been feeling that. Almost like this space is encouraging me to start fresh in small ways.
What kind of ways?
Just being more patient, more calm, more open to new routines. New surroundings sort of bring out new habits.
I get that. I feel braver somehow, like the move itself proved we can handle change.
And maybe even grow from it.
Definitely grow. There's something comforting in that.
Do you feel different right now? In this moment?
I feel hopeful. A little tired, but hopeful. Like we're standing at the beginning of something gentle.
That's a nice way to put it. I feel steady, more grounded than I expected.
Maybe because the space is calm. or because the decision feels right.
Or because we're building it together.
Yeah, and that makes it feel less like a house and more like our place.
You know what I keep thinking? A new home doesn't automatically become home, but little by little, with memories, with effort, it transforms.
We just have to fill it with kindness, warmth, and countless small moments.
And maybe a few silly ones too.
Of course, those are essential.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm ready to make this a place that feels good to come back to.
Me too. A home that feels soft around the edges. A home that welcomes us.
A home that grows with us.
Exactly.
So, to a new chapter?
To a new chapter. Every new home is a chance to grow, and we're just at the beginning of this chapter. And before we wrap up, we just want to say how grateful we are that you spent this time with us today.
Really, it means a lot. Your support helps this little channel grow one calm conversation at a time.
If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps more people find these peaceful dialogues.
And if you're new here, we'd love to have you join the community. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next conversation.
We've got many more stories, topics, and cozy moments ahead.
So we'll see you in the next video.
Take care and have a peaceful day.